I'm adding the Legends Series 15 WWE Elite figure of Lex Luger to my collection here. It's crazy, there hasn't really been a Lex Luger figure like this. Only been one with Sting face paint and then a few WWF versions of him. Finally a WCW appearance. So we got a bio on the back, all his WCW championships he had, mentioning the Four Horsemen, of course him joining the NWO Wolf Pack. But I kind of always knew him just as a WCW guy. We're getting a cloth NWO tank top shirt. Of course it is Wolfpack, so it is in red. Don't have too much Wolfpack stuff right now. Might lean towards that now, but we'll see how that fits him. I actually have different heads. Here's kind of an older appearance for Lex Luger. A lot more mullet action going on here. So this is if you're going to lean towards more an older WCW look. We have the open accessory holding hands. He's in his strong pose here with fists. Quite the physique here, but here's kind of a more modern, still a little bit mullety, but with the ponytail on the back, he kind of looks a little cleaner appearance there. But definitely representing a later Lex Luger in WCW. And of course in the Wolf Pack, like this attire is supposed to be, black tights, but here with black boots with a little red trim, probably just a little Wolf Pack sort of gear specifically. Because I always remember Lex Luger in white boots. It was always kind of the look I remember him in. I thought about I could just get a cheaper figure and maybe swap some white boots, but the cheaper figure I got a hold of I think was a smaller dude, so that he'd probably drop a little bit in height. But we can try that in a little bit just to see, because this does have a chase figure with an attire more fitting for the older head for WCW that we could get white boots from if you got that, but it'd kind of be pricey to get two Lex Luger figures from the Legends line just to do a boot swap. But you would get the correct height. But we'll compare this height-wise to a few other WCW figures. Inches right here. He's right at 7 inch tall. Velcro opening, very easy. His NWO shirt. And of course Luger would do the tank top so he can keep showing off these big old guns. I am the total package! I will rip him apart! Looking real good with the shirt on, if you wanted him to be NWO. Again, I kind of knew him more just as a WCW team player against the NWO, but that is cool if you want to do a little Wolfpack group. Problem is I don't know if we'll ever get like Conan to complete that group. That would be a really awesome figure for me. In Wolfpack or NWO black and white. For height, they have a Mr. Perfect, fairly comparable. So I would be afraid more to get these smaller boots on him to cut his height off. Also a WCW Sting, they're just a little bit shorter, be just a little bit under 7 inch. Sting being 5'11", Lex Luger being 6'3". Of course no hindrance on his movement for just the standard WB Elites. He's going to be able to do pretty much anything an Elite would. Obviously it's not unlimited movements, but again we're talking Lex Luger here. He didn't do a whole lot. He'll be able to lift up other figures into the torture rack. He'll do just fine with all his muscle poses. The face is really good. Definitely captured there just his kind of look. Even this older style face, you know, just maybe the more smile there. Spot on appearance. Seems like this one has the kind of facial printing eyes, and this one doesn't, but they both look really good just for what they are. I don't see much else facial printing detail on them other than the eyes. But two awesome heads if you can get another body to use the other head with. Because again, there is that chase figure, probably more designed for this alternate head, the younger look, but you get both if you just buy one of the figures. Now also for the Wolfpack appearance, I usually remember seeing Luger just in like black jeans was usually his gear for the Wolfpack as well. So if you were able to find just kind of a larger muscular body wrestling figure with just pants, might be a good alternate with even just this head. Luger was a pretty big missing guy from my WCW collection, so finally a good chance to add him with some really great looking heads, depending on which end of the timeline you want to be representing. Definitely want this more modern kind of look of later 90s. Gonna fit a lot better with my general theme of going with the Nintendo 64 video games. WCW Revenge where he was in the Wolfpack stable in that game. So real spot on right there. Alright, screw it. I'll get the Chase one and we'll swap the boots because I want the white boots Lex Luger. I ordered this and got the Chase by chance when I first ordered it. Literally just wanted the NWO one. So I was like, well, cool, but also not cool. So here we have the Luger twins. God, could you imagine? This attire mostly having this head and the ponytail one for the NWO appearance. At least this way I am getting 2 NWO Wolfpack shirts, so we'll hold on to that for kind of helping out another figure at some point. But then you are getting duplicates of the heads since they both come with both heads. So if you want a more older, classic looking Luger, the Chase figure is what you'll need to find. I kind of want in between is the real struggle there, and I wonder if they did that on purpose just to get saps like me to buy both. And I think we know the answer to that. Classic Luger looking nice with the world title, closest thing to the WCW championship that we can get a hold of. So let's do the old boot swap, which I didn't even really know that, but since the boot is just a swivel, you heat this up, it pops right out. Kind of like just a simple head swap, but you'll definitely need the heat because they're not meant to come out on their own. We'll go heat these up, swap the boots. So here the boot swap looks great, just the look I wanted for Lex Luger. I got some other white boots from another figure, but you can see it was from a shorter wrestler, so we lose a little height. So it is pretty noticeable, but it just kind of brings Sting and him maybe to the same level, even though Luger should have been taller. But if you want a cheaper option, you can find another Elite figure with white boots. You don't have to target the tall white ones, because apparently they've mostly just come on other Luger figures, variations from the WWF and such. I will hang on to the NWO boots, because I feel like if I could just get some pants to put on this one and maybe give him these boots, it'll just cover up that orange tights and we can have an NWO version that way. Because I just remember him wearing the jeans, you know, black pants, more so as a Wolfpack member. But the white boots and black tights, just kind of a classic Luger look for either head, but I'm kind of leaning a little more modern here with his hair pulled back. That's the look I wanted. Happy with it. We got NWO Wolfpack shirts lying in wait. Don't really have any other Wolfpack members. I skipped the Sting at the time for some mysterious reason. If we could get a Conan, that'd be pretty great. Or even just a head that looked like it. I can probably put together a body and use one of these NWO Wolfpack shirts. I open all my Monday Night Wars, WWF and WCW action figures I get here, and a lot of other old collectibles and new. Get subscribed and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.